Hey Katie, so I just got done going through your website, and first I just want to applaud you for a job well done, especially if it's your first time ever creating a website, because I know how stressful and time consuming that can be, because I was in the same boat as you 2 weeks ago. So, for your first question, overall, I think you did an awesome job for it being your first website ever created. Honestly, I can't give you that much feedback because I'm kind of in the same boat you are. But overall, I think it was great because I've gained a lot of information from it, and I think that these are two of the most important standards that we have in our teacher standards. So, overall, I think you did a good job. So, for question 2, why is it important for us to know the content we teach? Well, because if we don't know the content we teach, then our students aren't going to know the content. And it's pretty important, considering we are teachers. We should know the content we teach. And if we don't, then honestly, we shouldn't be teachers, because it's just that important. Because kids are going to know if you don't know the content. And they're not going to respect you. They're not going to behave well, and it's just a downward spiral. So it is very important that as teachers we know the content that we have to teach. For question 3, what are some ways we can keep students engaged and active in their personal learning process? For that, I think a big part of that is technology, because the students we are teaching today, they're all about some technology, and I think that that helps them stay engaged and active in learning, because it's something that they're good at, and it's definitely something that fosters learning. And also, I think it's very important that we relate what we teach to their lives, because even if it's something that they don't want to learn about, if we can somehow relate it to something that they do want to learn about, then they're more likely going to want to learn about it and have fun while doing it. So I think those are the two main things that we can do as teachers to help students stay engaged and active in learning. For question 4, how can we foster student curiosity in our classroom to encourage student creativity and inquiry? Something that I've recently learned, especially here in social studies methods, is that just hooking our students is very important, and how that can foster curiosity and learning and creativity all in one. If we can all just start our lessons out with an awesome hook that makes our students just on the edge of their seats ready to learn, then I think that that can just set the whole mood for the rest of the lesson. It is so important to start on a high note so you end on an even higher note. So that's how I think we can foster student curiosity. And for your last question, why should we integrate literacy across all content areas and disciplines? Honestly, I've always fought for this. I've always said that literacy is the most important subject that we teach. A lot of people like to argue and say that math and science is important, and I think that in today's times, that math and science is very important, but literacy, I will always say, will trump that, because literacy is everything. When I'm speaking right now, that is literacy. When I read every day, that is literacy, and we read a lot more than we think. I mean, our whole world revolves around reading and writing and listening and talking, and that is literacy. So I think that we should integrate it into as many subjects as possible, because that is what our world is based on, and it's very important that students have a strong grasp on literacy, and a lot of students struggle with that today, and I don't know why they do, but it's just so important, and I just feel like we need to get back to the basics and teaching the things that really matter, and not worrying so much about testing and stuff. But that's just me. And another part of that question was, how can it effectively be integrated to be meaningful for students? And I think, again, that's with how you integrate it. You have to bring it back to the students and relate it to their lives, so it makes them want to learn more. So I hope that answered all the questions, and once again, thanks so much for the video. I gained so much from it. Bye.